Hi guys, welcome to Video Videos once again, and today we're going to be doing a short comparison and it's going to be the first video of a series of videos to come of a what to buy series. Now they're going to be mixed. I'm going to be taking viewers' comments from previous videos and going to be taking what they want into consideration. So if you comment on a previous video of a what to buy and ask for a video to compare two different similar electronic devices or other things, but preferably electronics, then I will do so or try to do so. And so today we're going to be doing a comparison between the iPad 2 and the new iPad, which came out in March. So we're going to be doing a series of points which will compare the devices, and we're really going to see whether it would be worth updating from an iPad 2 to a new iPad if you're starting out in tablets and things, whether you should actually go for an iPad 2 which is at a cheaper price, or go for an iPad that has just come out which is more priced but is probably going to be better updated for you. Alright, so the first major point, which is point number 1 that we're going to go through, is of course the Retina Display on the new iPad. This has been going for around on the web and things, YouTube unboxings and things, of how the first time a person that's just bought the new iPad has sort of looked at the iPad and thought just how clear the text was. Now personally I'd say that if you've got an iPad 2 then it's not worth updating to a new iPad just because of the display. Of course you are getting reasonable quality from the new iPad. You're getting a 2048 by 1536 pixel resolution, and that's at 264 pixels per inch, which is PPI. And compared to the 1024 by 768 pixel resolution at 132 pixels per inch for the iPad 2. So of course you can see that actually it's doubled the pixel. So if you haven't really got an iPad then or you've got a first generation iPad, I'd definitely consider going for the new iPad if you're looking for a new tablet. However, the iPad 2, if you've got one of them and you want to sort of, you're considering the new iPad, then I'd say, well, don't really bother just for that. So that is basically the main reason why somebody would probably want to buy the new iPad. Okay, so point number 2 is going to be focused more on the physical features of the iPad 2 and the new iPad, and this time it's the slimness and the heaviness of the new iPad. So if you haven't really checked out the new iPad, you'll be surprised that actually it's a little bit heavier and also a bit more thicker than the iPad 2. Me owning an iPad 2 myself, I know just exactly how thin it is and how light it is, and so that's a bit of a bad thing I suppose for the new iPad, that you're going to be holding something that's got a bit more weight to it and a bit more thickness to it, and some people have said that they can actually notice the difference between the two tablets. So if you want in the exact specifications, the new iPad is got a weight of 662 grams compared to 613 grams of the iPad 2. So it's quite a bit of weight difference there. Next you've got the depth, which is actually 0.37 inches for the new iPad and 0.34 inches for the iPad 2. So that's a difference of 0.3 inches, which isn't a lot, but you may notice it if you have got both the tablets side by side with each other. And apart from that, the height is more or less the same, and the width is also the same, so they're identical, so you're not going to see any changes there. Okay, so point number 3, and another major difference you will see between these two tablets is of course the camera. Now on the back of the new iPad it's got a 1080p movie recording capability compared to that of 720p for the iPad 2, and it's also got a 5 megapixel iSight camera compared to probably a 1 megapixel or something on the iPad 2. So again we are seeing not that much of a difference in terms of cameras at the front, but at the back, as I just mentioned, they have updated it a lot. Personally I wouldn't upgrade just for that reason, because I use more advanced cameras than that anyway. So if you're somebody who doesn't use it for photography, which can't see why anybody would, but if you like messing about with the apps and that, movie recording, the you know, the image apps, then maybe it would be good buying it for that. However, if you've got an iPad 2, there'd be no need really in upgrading for that reason. Okay, so another thing you're going to notice in point number 4 is the differences in wireless capabilities. Now the new iPad actually is able to go for 4G in depending on where you live. If you're living in an area that's got pretty good you know, mobile sort of signals and all that lot, then you've got a good chance of being able to have a 4G network that you can connect to. Otherwise you'll be relying on the 3G with along with the iPad 2. So again, you know, of course the iPad 2 doesn't have that capability. The new iPad does have the capability to go up to 4G. So again, that's another good thing that you may want to consider. However, if you're someone that lives in a pretty remote and a pretty you know, rural area, then you aren't really going to be wanting a 4G network, because it won't be you won't be enabled to have that. Okay guys, that's it for the comparison of these two devices. This is my iPad 2. Just to quickly finish off this comparison is my my verdict, my opinion, and what I'm going to say is, if you have got an iPad 1 or if you've got another tablet and you wanted to upgrade to a new iPad, then go ahead. That's obviously the wise choice to do. You are paying an extra £70 on top of the iPad 2, so it's probably worth going for a new iPad over an iPad 2. If you've already got an iPad 2, then I'd say don't bother unless you've got a load of money and obviously you're willing to have the best of everything that comes into the market. Go for the new iPad. But like I say, there's not going to be humongous differences between the iPad 2 and the new iPad. So it's a bit of a disappointment in my opinion that the new iPad has come out and there's not been that much of a difference between the two devices. So I'm going to stick with my iPad 2 and probably will do far into the future. So that's it for my comparison. Thank you very much for watching, and again, leave any comments below if you want in other what to buy videos, and I'll see you later on. Bye.